Hey, so what's up, guys? Yesterday was a 3-1 day. It was another green day. We only had one batter, which was Gunnar Henderson. I shared a bunch of plays on this live yesterday, and only one guy didn't get a hit. Everything else hit for us. I shared a bunch of stuff. Um, Two plays in baseball, and then the batter props I'll throw into the free channel, and I'll talk about that as I go along. So we're coming up with a much better system. Everything is aligning. We've been winning a lot of days. If you look at my previous videos, you can see all the receipts, and I'm sharing a lot of stuff right on this YouTube channel. Two very good teams that I like today. There's something called a Crosstown Classic. I'm from Chicago, so for me, it's very clear. It's the Chicago Cubs versus the Chicago White Sox. Every year they do this. It's a Crosstown Classic. So they'll do 3 games in the Cubs Stadium, and then they'll do 3 games in the White Sox Stadium. And they're doing that pretty much for all the teams. But anyways, what I'm trying to say here is that I don't like these type of games. To be honest, I really don't. But there's too many clear indications on who's going to win these games. So I'll give those to you now. I'm going to stop talking about it and just show you. Let me get right into it. So right here, guys, real quick, like I said, it's a 4-day winning streak. I'm going to give you guys 2 plays in baseball, and then all the batter props I'm going to throw inside the free channel. I've already shared some stuff earlier today with the Phillies, but I'll actually explain them. So right here, real quick, guys, this is what happened yesterday. Rivalry, yeah, thanks, Bob. It's called a rivalry weekend. Rivalry weekend. So I don't like these games, to be honest. I don't like betting on these. I normally skip them, especially with the Cubs and White Sox. But like I said, there's too many clear indications on who's going to win today, and I'll give you those exact reasoning behind why I'm going with them. So again, it's going to be 2 plays right in this video. And this is what I was talking about, guys. I took the Braves, even though I mentioned that I was going to stay away, because when I went to place the bet, I noticed that Jake Myers was too expensive, and so was Cam Smith. So the only way that made sense for me to even place this bet, because even with those 2 bets, it was like minus 350 or minus 300 or something crazy. So I said I'm not gonna pay that for a parlay. So what I did is I took the Braves in addition to the 2 batters. All right. So then again, I took the Braves money line, and I did that with Vladimir Guerrero Jr. to get 1 hit. Again, the Vladimir was too expensive, so I did that. And then this is my business partner. He's pretty good. He's very good actually with the under. They call them Nerfies, no runs first inning, and then he looks for the best ones on those, and then he actually does a parlay for the under 1 RBIs. But then instead of just being a 1 under RBI, he does a parlay with a under 1.5 on the first innings. So they call them Nerfies. So those were the 3 wins. The 1 loss was Gunnar Henderson. So right here, so you can see the Phillies. They're projected to win 4.8 to 4. You can also see that they're pretty even. Actually, Phillies are 3 games out of the last 5 they've won. Pirates are only 2 for 5, so they lost the last game right here. So they're 3-5 versus 2-5 for the Phillies. There's a lot of indications here. I've already shared this on the live channel. So if you would have been on the live channel, the link is in the description. Free picks. You would have already got this morning, but I'm going to share the other one that I have as well. So the supporting data right here, guys, is Phillies are 25-18. Pirates are pretty bad at a 15-29. They're not even close to a 500 team. Phillies excel versus left-handed pitchers. So this is very important. They excel versus left-handed pitchers. They have a 3.33 OBA and a 406 on-base percentage. They're facing Haney, which is a left-hander. Phillies also have smashed Haney. Look at this average right here for Schwarber and Castellanos. So these dudes absolutely demolish Haney. Phillies bullpen slightly better than the Pirates. The projected score, like I mentioned up here, is the same as here. Then Phillies probability to win is 78%. So there's also implied probabilities on top of projected scores, and they all match. So also the Phillies line move from 220 to 233. I'll tell you exactly who I'm going to go with. It's going to be the Phillies at a -1, and I'm also parlaying that together with the next team I'm going to talk about. So again, if you want the batter props, go to the link in the description and click on free picks. But for now, like I said, I do like the Phillies at a -1, and these are all the reasons why. Okay, they also have a strong split advantage. Like I mentioned, they go very strongly against left-handed pitching. And not only are they going very strong against left-handers, they've already smashed Haney. So they have a much better left-handed pitching, better record, market support, favorable projections. Everything is aligning towards Philly. I hope that's making sense, guys. So make sure you subscribe on this channel right here on YouTube. If you also don't snooze on this. This is called Free Picks. That's also in the link in the description. And then that's where I'll post my free picks and my batter props for today. So like I said, the people that were on the free plan would have already gotten the Phillies play earlier today. So you would have had a better line move and a better odds this morning. So you can see this is a big mismatch. The White Sox, there's a lot of indications here that the Cubs are going to take this, and I'll explain exactly how. So the projected score is White Sox are 3.7 versus the Cubs. This is projected scores, okay? This can go either way, obviously. We don't know the future, but these are just projected scores. So the projections from experts are saying that the Cubs are going to win this game. Look at this record. It's ridiculous. 14-30 for the White Sox. Compare that to the Cubs, which actually the Cubs are on a big decline right now. That's another reason I don't like them too much. But overall, 25-19 is not bad. They were winning a lot of games. They were the top of the OPS record, stuff like that. But now they're on a little bit of a losing streak, and they're kind of coming back from that losing streak. So overall, the White Sox are trash. So I really trust the Cubs in this position, and I'll tell you exactly why. Again, Cubs are 25-19, just like I mentioned. White Sox are 14-30. The Cubs swept the last time they've played each other. They swept them 3-0. White Sox also have unproven. They're recently 0-10 versus the Cubs. They're very cold. So the Cubs have been smashing the hell out of the White Sox for a long time. Cubs line has moved from a 205 to a 228. There's market confidence growing. Again, the projected scores I've already talked about. The bullpen is a little bit shaky. With the last three is ERA. So again, it's a little bit shaky. So you got to be careful with that. I would not take the -1 or the -1.5 with the Cubs because of this reason. I do like them to win, but I don't like them to cover the spread or to go -1.5. Also, White Sox are pretty bad right here. And like I mentioned, the batting versus the pitching, the splits for the White Sox is horrible as well. So there's also a probability of 75% chance that the Cubs are going to win this. They have been better. They have a better roster. They've been stronger, much stronger versus the White Sox. There's market backing, meaning the line is moving. There's favorable projections. And despite the bullpen, the edge is very clear. So if you don't trust this, you can go with a -5 or first 5 innings if you want. But I'm taking it Cubs money line and Phillies money line. That's the one I'm going to give you guys right there. Make sure you get the free picks. The link is in the description, or beastsportspicks.com. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. The free 1 month VIP pass. Make sure you send me a text message if you're interested in this. It's a $200 value, and I'm doing it for free for 2 people. So the way you would do that is fill out this very simple form. If you want that form, send me a text to this number, 630-447-9504. I'm not going to show you the form. It's a very simple form. It's literally 3 questions, and it's your name and your email and stuff like that. So I'm trying to get some market research done, and that's the reason I'm doing this. I'm only going to accept the first 100 people. There's already about 25 people that have responded. So once we get the first 100 people, I'm going to give the winner tomorrow. There's going to be 2 winners. So I'll give away 2 free passes for 1 month. Out of those 25 so far, we're only taking the top 100. And then we're going to do a randomizer for those 100 people and pick 2 winners. So again, send me a text message if you haven't done so and say, hey, I need the link to the form. Somebody did this yesterday. Somebody sent me a text and they said, hey, I'm missing the link or whatever. And I'll also, you go to I remember. If you go to the link in the description and click on free picks, the link is actually right there once you sign up right there as well. Nick Castellanos, obviously he came up. I was just talking about how heavy of a split this is for him. You can see right there, he's came up to bat 8 times. He's hit 6 times. So that's a .700 against this batter or against this pitcher. I really like this batter today. There is 2 zeros right there, which means he is hitting at an 80% hit rate, which is still good. Let me delete all of these. So I'm going to go with Nick Castellanos to get 1 hit. Trey Turner, 80% hit rate. He does get about 1 hit recently. He was starting off very strong, but now he's kind of like leaning off a little bit. It does show me that there's a bunch of zeros here, but I'm going to confirm that actually. This guy, Aaron Judge, says he's been up to bat 3 times and he's got 0 hits. So I'm going to skip this. He went up to bat 5 times. He's got 0 hits. So normally, I don't want to force anything, but normally I would go and confirm this inside of Outlier, but I'm not going to do that here. Xavier Edwards, this dude hit for us yesterday. You can see he got a hit right there. He did come up to bat twice, and he's got 0 hits. Just because he got hit for us yesterday, I'm going to confirm that one. I'm going to go into Outlier, and I'll go to Xavier Edwards. All I'm doing at this point is confirming that if he has information based against this pitcher, which he does. It's three at-bats, 0 hits. I don't like that. So I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to delete him. Now that I'm in this window, I'm going to go to Judge. Make sure Judge is the same. All right. Let me keep going here. So Aaron Judge is off the table. Josh Naylor. Let me take a quick look here. Zeros. It says zeros. All right. You can see his 80% hit rate right here. Josh Naylor. I guess that's all the data they have on him. All right, so that looks good. Josh Naylor, he's got 0 hits. 0 at-bats over here. So let's take a look. This dude is hitting at 100% hit rate. You can see right there, 2 hits on the last game. He's been smashing for sure. He's exceeded this line 14 straight games. What is the splits on this guy? Let me see. There is no splits on this guy, so I guess this Colic, actually the Seattle L. Evans, he's decent, but he hasn't gone against Machado, so he does have a decent ERA and stuff like that, but I do like this guy has been crushing it. So I'm going to take Manny Machado as well. There's only 2 more guys, Freddie Freeman and Shohei Ohtani. So let's go back. Freddie Freeman, so 80%. It's a little bit iffy right here towards the end over here. He did get 2 hits on the last one. That's decent. He exceeded this 17 of the last 19 games. There is no pitching splits between him and the pitcher. Yeah, I like this. All right, Shohei Ohtani right here, 90% hit rate. He did get 3 hits here, 2 hits here, 2 hits here, 2 hits here. So this dude is decent as hell. He's exceeded this 11 of the last 12. He doesn't have any splits data with the pitcher, but overall this is fire. All right, I'll clean this up later, but these are the batters that I'm going to go with for 1 hit, and I'll clean this up and send it out inside the free channel. Again, if you haven't done so, go to the link in the description, click on free, or go to beastsportspicks.com. And once you do that, you're going to get the alerts when I post these batter props. I talked about this today. I sent a message this morning. If you go down to where it says here, the final edge, I'm actually going to rename this to what the hell, the sharp edge. Basically, the information I shared, such as this right here, this information here, this is actually going to show up on your inbox and your email, and that's called the sharp edge. And basically, you're going to get these sorts of plays, and they're all explained, and they tell you exactly why I'm going with these plays. Now, you can make your own choices. You can do whatever you want, but like I said, that's called a sharp edge, and that's in the link in the description. And you'll see it says right there, sharp edge, and you're going to get these alerts on your email and your inbox. So then you can make better decisions. Now, it's not going to be every single game. It'll only be where there's edge. There's an edge there. So like I said, I'm doing a form that people are filling out, and I'm getting some market research done like that. And a lot of the people are saying, I want to learn how to read this data. So I'm trying to do it as simple as possible. I'm trying to explain to you how simple it is to read this stuff. Now, the line move is a little more complicated. I can make a whole new video on how to read line moves and stuff like that. But this is pretty basic information here. And it's just literally just telling you exactly that the Cubs are very strong. That even gives you a verdict, stuff like that. But at least you'll have the data that backs up my plays and how I'm coming up with these things. So I hope that makes sense, guys. That's the link in the description, and then go to where it says the final edge. It's going to be renamed to the sharp edge, sports betting insights. Okay. So anyways, guys, make sure you get the free stuff right here. Don't snooze on that. And I'm gonna actually, like I said, I'm gonna share the batter props inside the free channel today. I'm gonna share whatever else comes up, and then I'm waiting for my business partner. He usually comes up. There's a lot of games today, so I'm sure he might come up with something, and then I'll post that in here as well. So make sure you get signed up for the free picks right here. And if you want, don't deal with any of this crap. Like, you don't want to listen to any of my videos. You don't want to watch anything. You don't want to like do your own research, none of that crap. You just do your VIP pass right here. 1 day pass, 1 week pass, 1 month pass. Like I said, I'm taking the Phillies money line. I'm taking the Cubs money line. And then I have another play that I threw into the VIP. And then I have some batter props that I just shared, which I'm going to throw in right now. And then I'm about to hop off of here and I'm going to do the under RBIs. That's also going to go inside the VIP. So thank you so much for being here, man. I appreciate you all. Make sure you get the free picks inside the link in the description.